Welcome into the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty, where for the first time this series, we head to Las Vegas to face off against the UNLV Rebels. But for Stanford, not only are they focused in on this game, but they're also trying to make amends for their last game. After being denied the Pac-12 championship last season, we got our game against Colorado. They went into that one 0-2, we were 2-0. And for some reason, our offense failed to show up in the first half, got things going, but it was self-inflicted wounds that really was the problem for us with 5 turnovers. We saw Montrell Avant leave the game in the second half, and Coach Bearington touched on the fact that it was not only because of the turnovers, which he did have 3, but because of nagging injuries. Nick Terrell then stepped in, and he performed better. But he still had some mistakes out there. 1 interception and 1 fumble that should have been called as he was sliding, got hit from behind, ball popped out. He gave himself up. But that's going to happen, and you got to make sure that you play better to let those things not change the way the game goes. And we didn't do that against Trevor Powell, who was struggling coming into this one. He had a $180, 1 touchdown. He hit nearly 60% of his throws. We only got in his face 4 times. We weren't able to force those mistakes. And Micah Welch in the second half, behind a lot of trap block runs, really opened up the game here for Colorado. He became a key difference maker. And for our defense that has been so good on stopping the run, we did struggle in that second half. Howerton did make a couple plays, but we just weren't getting a strong push from the interior, and we didn't see our linebackers making plays. So as we go and face the Rebels with an 84 offense, 79 defense, we need to see a dominant game here today to answer back as we dropped from 6 down to 14. And it'll be up to the defense to make their first stand as we are underway. Etienne boots this one off, and we're turning this one from the goal line out to and dropped at the 14 by Adkins. And Rob Carden will lead the Rebels out here as they moved up from the Mountain West last season. They come out with 2 running backs to the right-hand side. RPO and not picked off, but nearly by Asher. That could have been a huge play to get us going. This time the Rebels handed off, breaking the first tackle and picking up 3. Jalen Day-Sumlin comes down to get the tackle, and it's a 3rd and 7. A chance to get off the field here for the Cardinal, rolling under pressure and getting rid of it. It will be a punt, thanks to the pass rush down the middle. But it is the returner in Ed Keenan who gets the team set up. A great return on that punt, all the way down to the 25, where the offense can head out. There were questions about who would be starting at quarterback today. It is Montrell Avant. We'll see if he stays in the game the whole time or if they have a rotation. But he will get the go as he rolls to the right-hand side, throwing high for Buck, who gets the catch down to the 4. What a toss there from Avant, and what a play from the tight end in Buck. 1st and goal at the 4. As they go RPO, it's out to Blossey, and the corner backed off. That leaves it wide open. Cardinal with a quick offensive answer. Good start by the defense, strong return by the special teams, and offense polishes it all off. That is what we expect from this team, and we need to see it all day long. 1st and 10, still at the 14. Not starting in great spots are the Rebels, though cutting this one down the middle and picking up 5 goes Burrell. And that's just one more thing the Cardinal need to do better today is stop that run. They go with the reverse and Nelson's all over it. They'll lose every yard they picked up +1, make it 3rd and 11. As Caden, sitting back in the pocket, throws across the field and dropped by his receiver, had a step on Asher. It'll be another punt. And once again, Keenan looking to set up his unit as he finds his way around the edge with the spin back in. Cardinals start at the 23. You're not going to pick up a whole lot of offensive yards when you continually start inside the 25, but it makes it easy for scoring. As they go Blossey, he doesn't turn the defender, but he's got the first. A great start here as an entire unit here for the Cardinal. They do go with the RPO, and Morton is all over it. Good contain on the outside with coverage. They lose one. 2nd and 11. They go Blossey, right side, and he's in for his second. Bryce Haddad last week with 2. This time it goes to Blossey. But it's been a 3-tier start here for the Cardinal. And I'm sure there's a lot of Cardinal fans who are very much appreciative of that again. With how bad they came out last week, it's the throw downfield and picked off Hennessy. They went with the reverse pass, and there was no faking out this defense. They are too smart, that intellectual brutality. But it is going to be the farthest back the offense starts at the 34. And that's still very much within striking range. Motion right side is Haddad, but the offense spent too much time celebrating, and they're going to have a delay a game. They will lose 5. That'll just back them up to the 39. And under pressure sack, now they're behind, or actually they're going to mark him at the 48. It looked like it would have been the opposite 48, a little bit of some forward progress. But UNLV with a couple big plays, though also one of those are just the Cardinal making a pretty big mistake. Haddad gets the catch. What a throw from Avant. Especially after taking that hit, we've all known that he's had some injury issues this year. 3rd and 3, they bring out 3 at QB. As he takes this one, wiggles out the corner. He's got the first down around the 15. It looks like a little bit of rollover from last year. Coach Barrington bringing back draft as that running style quarterback. Now trying to get to the outside here. Avant can't break it. A great bit of contain from Cashman. And Avant's not too slow of a QB either. 2nd and 22, second sack on the day. As they look to set up the halfback screen, and Parrish couldn't get out there in time. With a 3rd and 22, Cardinal, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right is Blossey. And one-on-one coverage, that ball comes up well short and was nearly picked off. So a great job by the Rebel defense, as after the turnover, they nearly found their own. Etienne with the field goal here, sneaks it on in. He didn't put too much power behind that one, but it is good enough to give the Cardinal a 17-0 lead. Still over 2.5 minutes left here in the first half, and Howerton, what a great stop down the middle. Cardin was barely able to pull that before he took the hit. And correction on the half, we're still in the first quarter here. That's how slow this game has gone with how quick the defense has made their stops. 3rd and 7, another opportunity to get off the field here. Cardin, he will look to throw. Slant open across the middle. They got the first down as 12 carries them up to the 33. It was Timmy Briscoe. And now motion from the tight end as they hand this one off down the middle. Rolling over the bodies, picking up 4. Hasn't been too much room for Burrell to get going, but he finds a little bit there. 2nd and 6. Early jump, though, gets back on side before the snap. Deep ball and dropped, I believe, 2nd of the day. And Cardin can't be too happy with McDaniels, as that was a money ball, potentially touchdown toss. 3rd and 6. Throw to the outside, and a quick rally tackle from Marcock will bring up 4th and inches. Well, that takes us to the end of the first quarter, where we'll be Cardinal taking over after, starting on their own side. As for the Rebels here, they've done a great job of stopping the run game. We actually have negative yards with the sacks taking it back, but we can correct that here this drive, as we will actually have to drive this go-around. Letting this one develop, pass downfield, jump ball caught by Blossey. Already 2 touchdowns for him on the day. He continues a dominant performance, but it's throws like those that are maybe giving false confidence to the passing game. They got to find the true passing game, put the balls in good spots. As for the running game, it loses another 2 with that stop. It's 2nd and 12 as they go play action. Throwing across the grain, Blossey, he's looking for a 3rd, and he will find it. 3 first half touchdowns For Blossey, he has all but the field goal today as we open up a 24-0 lead on the Rebels. This is probably their welcome to the Pac-12 moment, especially as they are playing an angry Cardinal team. Cutback here, 27 will gain 3. First time we've seen Green with a carry today. He stays out there for 2nd and 7. Motion right side as they will go with the play action. Cantwell with the pressure, with the hit, and caught by McDaniel. Asher was coming back to try to break that one up. McDaniel has already had 2 big drops today, that time a hard-earned catch. And I'm sure Cardin, his quarterback, is going to appreciate it. He goes his way second, and he takes a big shoulder from Rico Coe. We'll use them needing 1, and they'll look to get it here on second. Quick throw, first down, trucking through the tight end. Big play. And Mostert has the Rebels down to the 35, getting within scoring range here. Green takes the handoff and limited space. We talked about the lack of play from the linebackers last week. Well, they're getting stuck in early. Rico Coe gets that tackle. Heads off the field here and a drop. Perhaps Antonio Asher really does have some big feet out there stomping around. They drop it every time he gets close. Though halfback screen is open, it's a first down if the play stands. But it looks like this one is coming back. Kwiatkowski, the left tackle, called with the hold. So 3rd and 19, no first down. They go right back to it. But in his face was Howerton, and they will have to settle for the punt. A huge miss there for the Rebels on what was a promising drive. Cardinal take over at the 31. Handing this one off, Parrish. He's going to gain a few down the middle. But that does still leave the Cardinal behind in the total rushing yards. 2nd and 6, a little bit of some motion here from the tight end as they get the play to the outside, and then he missed the block, but no problem. Parrish with a shifty moves. I'll give the Cardinal first down to the 47. And triple option here, not flipped out. It's a loss of 4. Oh, it's a little bit like 1 step forward, 2 steps back here for the Cardinal rushing game, as that one should have been picked off. Avant was looking for Blossey. It went into the back of the defender. And a 3rd and 14. They bring the pressure right side. Avant looks to step up but contain. That right or left end Cashman has played well today. He's got 2.5 sacks, and they force the first punt of the game. With a 1st and 10 at the 24, UNLV motions to the right-hand side. Handing this one off Green and upended by Richardson. We've called his name a lot this year, one of the senior linebackers of the Cardinal. 2nd and 5, they go to 25. Camp is all over it. Help comes from behind in Cote. But it's John Trey rolling, who makes it a 3rd and 2 inside the 2-minute warning. Green checks back in at running back. Cardinal bring the blitz, and they're all over it. They try to set up the screen again. Will be another punt for the Rebels. And with 1:50 seconds, can Avant find one more touchdown? In this first half, it starts with play action. Firing it across the middle, and spinning grab is Blossey. This receiving group went from a lot of drops last year to making some impressive grabs this year. More play action, rolling right side. Goes with a check down Blossey, but it can't stay in bounds. He'll end up picking up 5, stopping the clock 1:15. He's over on the right-hand side here of the line. More play action. Under pressure throwing, and Blossey's got another grab. We'll definitely have to check his stats come halftime, but he's put on a terrific performance. And the Rebels are crowding the line here. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Aneni in motion goes to the backfield. As they roll, throwing it out for buckets, underthrown. Should have been picked. If this was Colorado, then it definitely would have been. Avant gets a little bit lucky. 2nd and 10. Blossey with motion on the left-hand side. And rolling that way, throwing it out late. He gets the catch, trucks over the defender. 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Cardinal. He's already got 3 touchdowns this first half. He's looking for 4. But rolling, he's well guarded. It's out for Buck, and he gets speared coming down with it. But he holds on to it. It's 4 touchdown passes for Avant in the first half alone. Cardinal will take a 31-0 lead into halftime. But all in all, a really good answer back to how last week went here for the Cardinal. Offense has put up a lot of points, defense has been dominant, and against lesser competition, this is what we expected. But Deshaun Blossey, he is the player of this game so far with 9 catches on 11 targets, 153 yards, 3 touchdown receptions. Now, Avant, he's thrown some questionable ones, but he is 75% complete with 4 total for him. But coming out of halftime, Coach Bearington did say that Montrell Avant's day is done. Nick Terrell will be coming in at QB. And that's probably to help with the 31-0 lead with the injuries that have been nagging. Montrell Avant played a great first half, and the offense should be able to roll here with Terrell. Both quarterbacks have a strong arm and ability to scramble around, and I'm sure we'll see a whole lot of that. As they go downfield, and Blossey's got another. This time he's up to the 50. And Terrell barely squeezed that one in prior to the corner coming over. First and 10 now, trying to roll, and the sack comes in from behind. It's B.J. Clinton. So far in this one, the Rebels have done a pretty good job of containing the outside. Second and 12, Parrish takes it left side. As he's trying to push forward, he will pick up 6. Leaving 6 more needed here on third with an ace formation. Terrell dropping back. He's got a receiver coming across. That's Bryce Haddad, who will make the adjustment, get the catch, and get the first. And that's just how these 2 receivers have played this year. One receiver has the big game, then the next week it goes to the other. As they get the screen out to Blossey, Hala doesn't get the block. If he did, who knows? He might still be running. But second and 7. Swinging it out, they go to Moses. He's got the first down and just inside the 20 before being brought down. He really plays that big body slot pretty well here for the Cardinal. First time we've seen them with that style in that position in quite a long while. As Haddad, he's got space, ball out in front. It's another touchdown here for the Cardinal. The outside receivers, they're going to work here today. A total of 5 passing touchdowns. And that's spread out amongst 3 different receivers and 2 quarterbacks. UNLV, they will start at the 17, down 38-0. Reverse pass, this time it's open. McDaniel with all the space, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. UNLV, they tried that play in the first half. It was picked by Hennessy. They get Asher on it on the opposite side. But it makes you kind of wonder if that was the plan the whole time to start the second half, no matter what we did. Guess it works out well for them. Cardinal offense back on out here. Rolling, throwing, good lead. Finds Buck, first down. Hasn't been all too often. Cardinal have led their receivers on those throws. A good one that time. First and 10. Motion Haddad, they go his way, and it's picked off. 45. He knew exactly what they were going to run. That's Morton. Haddad can't get back there. It's 2 quick touchdowns for UNLV to start this second half. Trick play and then pick 6. And that's just what happens when you telegraph your throws. It's Gordon Draft coming out here to start the next drive here for the Cardinal. As he flips it out late, it's going to be another kind of pick 6, fumble 6. Depending on the flag, and it looks like it's holding. That's 21 points out of nowhere for UNLV. And out of nowhere, we might have a game here. They will go for 2 to try to make it 38-22. Quick flip, but all over it is Howerton. Immediate block shed, and back there by the time Burrell got the ball. But the biggest thing for the Cardinal right now is they've got to come out here and settle this game down. Draft is still in at quarterback, hands this one off to Parrish. He'll pick up 3. We'll definitely be interested to see what Coach Bearington does with the QB spot going forward. Do they bring back in Avant if necessary? Parrish bounces this one to the outside. He's got the first down. This definitely went from being an extreme blowout, and you start to wonder if the second team was going to come in, to now you still got to keep things going here offensively. Parrish takes it left-hand side, and he'll pick up an extra 7. And after a few straight runs, He'll head out to the sideline. Montreal Dog checks in with 2nd and 3. He's been a first down specialist, and he will do it again. Not a whole lot extra, but he gets the job done. 1st and 10. 2 tight ends to the left-hand side. As they throw Blossey, he gets the spinning grab at the 50. Now, we haven't seen Draft throw much. He is a lefty, so we'll see if that changes how this offense really functions. As UNLV, they bring the blitz, lofted out for Blossey, who gets the catch, speeding by the safety, and down, pushed out at the 19. When in doubt, these receivers have dominated today. Haddad not as much as Blossey, but they still have put together some really good performances. Rolling to the right-hand side and throwing it, corner the end zone, not quite in. What a well-placed ball from Draft has him down to the 1 for the goal line set. Montreal Dog, he's into the end zone. First rushing touchdown of the day for the Cardinal, and a really big answer back after 20 solid points brought in by UNLV, 2 off of turnovers. Well, that will also take us to the end of the 3rd and into the 4th. We have regained a 25-point lead. Bryce Haddad, 66 yards, 5 targets, 4 catches, and the touchdown. Closest comparison for UNLV would be McDaniel, who had the touchdown on the fake earlier. He's kind of bounced back from a slow start, a couple drops. 1st and 10. Nelson around the edge. It gets pressure, but they find McDaniel. Puts a nice juke in on the Cardinal defender. And Cardin has done pretty well under pressure today. As they get a 1st down, rolling to the opposite side, Sony Fotu smacks him in the knee. And it's enough to force a wobbly pass. 2nd and 10, open again is McDaniel, nearly finding the sideline. The senior receiver here for the Rebels having a very big bounce-back performance here in the 2nd half. Under pressure and sack. That's a new one here for the Cardinal this season in Najee Cook, who occasionally steps in on the outside. That time I think he was in as an interior rusher. Coat dives, misses, and a 1st down here on 2nd and 15, going all the way down to the 21. Not sure what their coach said at half, but an inspired performance this 2nd half as they go with the fullback here. Look for the cutback lane. We'll pick up 6. The Rebels looking to continually put up a fight here as we're inside 6.5 minutes left in this one. They go back to Blum, and he gets the 1st down. He had to kind of hop over one and duck under another, but he gets the job done. With a full house set here, and a good choice to not flip it back there. He held on to it as Cantwell was just sitting there. He ended up taking the loss of 5 on it rather than the turnover. 2nd and 15. Split backfield here, and they hand it off Green, who finds a bit of a lane. Hennessy with a touchdown-saving tackle. But a fantastic performance so far this 2nd half, and early movement. They're going to get Cantwell on that one. The Cardinal just continue to help out this Rebel team the 2nd half. 2 touchdowns gifted from our offense to their defense. Looking to bring the pressure here. It's all covered up well. Good blocking. With a quick tackle on the outside, it is 4th and 3. They're going to send out the running back, a little bit of an orbit screen. Cardin throws and held on to. 2nd touchdown of the day for the offense here. Briscoe gets this one. And UNLV continuing to put up some points here this 2nd half. After a failed onside attempt from UNLV, we will take over at the 44. Draft still in at quarterback, hands this one off Parrish, who extends the play to the left, picks up 3. He's averaging just over 4 yards a carry today. Went his way a lot last drive. Starting off the same way here, he's got the 1st down inside the 40. The Cardinal are definitely letting play clock roll as well. Just another way to help settle this game down for UNLV, who have found their 2nd win. Throwing right side, they've got Lucas, the fullback. He's not the fastest, but he rumbles down to the 22. Give him a gain of 16 just as UNLV was getting their fullback involved. RPO swinging out the opposite way. Moses picks up a nice block, and he's got the touchdown. He looked a little slow out there, but a good block from Haddad. And all of these receivers have a receiving touchdown today. And in fact, all of our quarterback options as well have a passing touchdown. Now we do see some heavy rotation here from the Cardinal defense with about 2 minutes left in this game. And they couldn't find anyone to throw, but there is a flag back in the secondary. They're gonna get some illegal contact on Rico Cote. Unfortunate for Cook, who did pick up his second sack of the game. He's out there with Cantwell, Carlisle, and Sampson. 1st and 10, open across the middle, but throw is low. Carden hasn't just outright missed many of the passes today. Does miss that one. Quick throw to answer. He finds McDaniel. He nearly finds the 1st down. That does take us inside the 2-minute warning. With a 3rd and 2, 2 running backs in the backfield. They don't go their way. Instead, downfield and broken up by Marcock. Getting a little bit of play at the outside corner spot. He's got a lot of speed, but some development definitely is needed. 4th and 2, they hand this one off. Rico Cote can't get the tackle. Instead, Marcock flies in. Talk about that speed. Well, the defense will get off the field, and now a 4th quarterback to enter the game. It is Sutton. Hasn't had a chance to see the field yet in his career, getting the last couple snaps here of this one. Montreal Dog, the primary running back here. A little bit of motion is Aneni. Dog takes it left-hand side. Keeping those legs moving, he nearly finds the 1st. Yeah, we've talked about how good he's been at finding the 1st down. Nearly does their 3rd and 1. He'll take it right side, getting that 1st down. And with it, the Cardinal pick up the win. It got a little worrying there in the 3rd quarter. 20 straight unanswered points. Cardinal then resettle things down. Almost put a damper on a fantastic performance by Deshaun Blossey. 13 catches, 230, and 3 touchdowns. But all in all, it's a great team win. Avant passed for 4 touchdowns. Draft and Terrell each with 1. And the defense, for the most part, locked down the Rebels. And after that win, we land our first recruit of the season in Ringo from North Carolina, the 5-star interior lineman. But we also lose out on Filani, the 5-star end who commits to our former DC at Oregon. And it would only be fitting that Deshaun Blossey takes home your Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week. And that gets us primed and ready to take on UCLA, who are unranked. We have bounced back up to 10, so back inside that top 10. They are 2-1. We are 3-1. We are 1-1 in Pac-12 play. They are 0-0 yet to play. They open up Pac-12 next time as they head to Palo Alto. As it stands right now, we are currently 5th in conference. Wyoming is 1-0 as well as Oregon, Colorado, and Arizona. Obviously, that one win for Colorado being against us. So that might nag on our shoulders for a little while. But across the entire country, we are 10, and that is looking pretty good for us. Nebraska, they did lose in the last week versus 5 Notre Dame, so they dropped down to 9. Georgia, they end up jumping 12-8. Pittsburgh, they move up from 11-7, so there is a pretty decent amount of movement here. Surprisingly, TCU, they are number 1 right now. We'll see how long that stands for an 84 overall team. And outside that Colorado game, it's been a great start here for our Stanford Cardinal with hopes of the playoffs still well in line. Our season is in our own hands with a 3-1 start, ranked at 10. Make sure you don't miss out how the rest of this season goes. Hit the bell icon down below or hit the subscription button down below and definitely tap that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Jaguars franchise every single Tuesday and Thursday. We got a lot coming at you as another Pac-12 battle next time, and hopefully we don't give up a whole bunch of random 20 some odd points in the middle of the game.